Good morning, Homa from Orange Beach, Alabama. Here we are, looking at beautiful sky, looking at sunrise. Not going to show any sunrise today because I can't get the camera to work in both directions without starting over, and I don't know how to edit stuff. So here we go. My wife was diagnosed at age 52 with pulmonary hypertension. We were told at that time that she would die within 2 years. Here we are in year 19. So obviously something along the way, led to her being maintained, in the state that she was in. Certainly her faith was tested at many junctures, but as things would have it, we continue to plod along in dealing with pulmonary hypertension. The disease itself has multiple treatment modalities at this time, whereas it initially had one, which was Flolan, requiring ice packets, to be around the medication, a central line, and changing cassettes on a daily basis. Things have evolved to Remodulin, and a similar drug, not as effective as Flolan, but easier to use, requiring cassette changes every 2 days. She also, and no ice is required. She also takes a drug called Tracleer, a drug called Adempus, and multiple other drugs such as Cardizem, Lasix, spironolactone, Coumadin, because patients with this issue do have a tendency to form clots. The spiritual journey and major points along the way, to keep it short, is that on one of the trips to Medjugorje with Father Manny Fernandez, a healing priest in Erath, Louisiana, in the Lafayette Diocese, she was blessed by John Paul II, skin to skin, at an audience in St. Peter's Square, which at the time an audience meant you were in St. Peter's Square with 10,000 other screaming Christians, and giving presentations to him via dance, song, other creative media that were shared, with the Pope. We were escorted onto stage because she was in a wheelchair, and being in a wheelchair at St. Peter's Square at the audience, the Swiss Guard would escort anybody in that condition up to the stage, the podium, where John Paul II, was presiding, and we eventually would be paraded past him, and a blessing would be given to the ailing person. And also there were wedding guests, that were also blessed. Brides in their gowns were blessed. It was quite a wonderful sight. The St. Brita prayers were said along the way, which account for all the injuries that Christ received during the Passion. Daily Mass, has led to a tremendous number of prayers. The trip to Maine was accompanied by failure to request special prayers for my wife during Mass, and a resolution that would never happen again. Because of that, at Holy Rosary, prayer was offered up, and evolving from that were prayer cards, which are all over the world, thousands in nature. We also have a connection with the Silos Center, in New Orleans, in which Blessed Silos, his miracle was Angie Boudreau, which she was a near relative to Jan's family. So it goes on and on. The Lord gives you challenges. You're expected to deal with those challenges and to be as prayerful and appreciative as you could possibly be, giving others, hope by virtue of your response to those challenges. And with that, I will sign off, and God bless you. Continue to pray for my wife, and we love you. Goodbye, Homa, and have a great day.